Key lime pie is a classic American dessert that hails from the Florida Keys. Celebrated for its tart and tangy flavor balanced with a creamy filling and a crunchy graham cracker crust. The pie is named after the small aromatic key limes that give it its distinctive taste. Since we only have a key, not the house key, and limes, we will use lime as an alternative for this dessert. Remember, we can always modify any recipe according to available ingredients we already have. Here's an option recipe for making this delightful dessert, which has become a favorite for its simplicity and irresistible flavor. I am not here to teach you how to cook, but I'm going to show you that anyone can cook. And when I say anyone can cook, I mean anyone can cook. And when I say anyone can cook, I mean anyone can cook. To start, we need a few essential ingredients for the graham cracker crust. Place the graham crackers into the blender. 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs, which you can easily obtain by crushing graham crackers or buying pre-made crumbs. Put 150 to 200 grams of graham crackers in a blender. To crush graham crackers is an effective way to achieve fine crumbs. Start by breaking the graham crackers into smaller pieces. This makes it easier for the blender to process them into crumbs. You don't need to be too precise, just break them into halves or quarters, or dump them directly. It's best to work in batches if you have a large quantity. Overloading the blender can lead to uneven processing and potential damage to the appliance. Blend the crackers. Secure the lid on the blender. Start blending on a low speed and gradually increase to medium or high speed. Blend until the crackers turn into fine crumbs. Stop the blender and check the consistency of the crumbs. If you prefer a finer texture, continue blending for an additional 15 to 30 seconds. For a coarser texture, blend less. You can also pulse the blender in short bursts to control the consistency more precisely. Be cautious not to overblend, as this can turn the crumbs into a powder or cause the natural oils in the graham crackers to release, resulting in a slightly greasy mixture. You can also do this method. Use a deep bowl, thick and pestle, or this rolling pin to crush graham crackers is an ingenious and hands-on method to make crumbs, and it's particularly useful if you have a small amount to process or if you prefer a more manual approach. Place a few of the graham cracker pieces into the vessel. That's a very fancy name. It's best to work in small batches to ensure even grinding and prevent overwhelming the mortar and pestle. Use the pestle or rolling pin to gently press down on the graham crackers in a twisting or grinding motion. Apply steady pressure. This will break the crackers into finer crumbs.
Kinain mo yan at wala kang tinirang momho.
Start with light pressure and gradually increase in needed. Ensure that the container is large enough to accommodate the amount of graham crackers you intend to crush. A sturdy, heavy bowl made of materials like glass or stone is ideal for this task, as it can withstand the pressure and provide effective crushing. But don't crush too hard on the glass because then you might break it. Continue grinding the graham crackers, adding more pieces as needed. I have a grinding material that's provided to me by Mother Nature. It's called my teeth. No spending money required. And then it goes down into my belly and then I will have no more graham crackers. This method helps to manage the amount of crumbs you're producing and ensures a consistent texture. If you're working with a large quantity, it's best to process it in multiple small batches. Periodically check the consistency of the crumbs by feeling them or observing their texture. If you need finer crumbs, continue grinding until you achieve the desired texture. For a coarser texture, stop grinding sooner. Set aside. In a small container, melt butter into microwave oven to make 1/3 cup for it. In the same container of the graham crackers, combine with 1/4 cup of sugar. Any sugar will do, regular sugar or granulated sugar, but less than the 1/4 cup, and 1/3 of melted butter. Mix these ingredients thoroughly until the crumbs are well coated with the butter and sugar or until the mixture resembles wet sand and holds together. Pour the crumb mixture into the bottom of your chosen pan. Use fingers and the bottom of a measuring cup to spread the crumbs evenly across the bottom of the pan. Using the bottom of a measuring cup, glass, or a flat-bottomed object, press the crumbs firmly into the pan. Apply even pressure to compact the crumbs and ensure they adhere well to the bottom and sides of the pan. Start by pressing down in the center and work your way outwards. This helps to create an even base layer. Use the sides of the measuring cup or your fingers to press the crumbs up the sides of the pan. Make sure the crumbs are evenly distributed along the sides, with no gaps or thin spots. Once the crumbs are pressed into plate, use the bottom of a flat object like a measuring cup or the back of a spoon to smooth out the surface. This ensures an even texture and helps to avoid uneven baking. Ensure there are no gaps or areas where the crumbs are too thin. Press any loose crumbs into place. Bake the crust in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes or until it's slightly golden. In this case, I'm using chocolate-flavored graham crackers so it will turn darker than usual. Wash around 6 to 7 pieces of lime. Rinse the limes under cool running water to remove any dirt or residue by using vegetable cleaning brush. Pat them dry with a clean towel. Before cutting, roll each lime on the countertop with the palm of your hand. This helps to break down the internal membranes and makes it easier to extract more juice. Cut the limes in half, then squeeze out the juice. You can use any method to this manual reamer, your bare hands if you don't have any tools. We also use this wooden citrus squeezer reamer. Mama used this a lot and really does its job effectively. After squeezing, strain the juice to a fine mesh sieve to remove any seeds and pulp. This ensures a smooth filling for your pie. For most key lime pie recipes, you will need about a half a cup of fresh lime juice, but we will use about 2/3 of cups. Measure the juice to ensure you have enough for this recipe. If juice is not enough, then squeeze more juice. Then repeat the same process to reach 2/3 cups. I think the pie crust is already cooked. Set aside and let it cool. In a mixing bowl, add 2 eggs. Cracking eggs one by one to ensure their freshness and quality before adding them to a recipe. Use a clean small bowl for cracking each egg. Have your main mixing bowl ready if you're adding the eggs to a larger recipe. Add a can of condensed milk, about 400 grams, and 2/3 cups of freshly squeezed key lime juice. This is optional, so you can also add a pinch or 2 of lime zest. Key lime juice is crucial for the authentic flavor, so try to use fresh juice from key limes as possible. If key limes are not available, regular lime juice can be used as a substitute, though it will alter the taste slightly. Stir the mixture until it is well combined and smooth. Pour this filling into the prepared graham cracker crust. Bake the pie at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes or until the filling is set but slightly jiggly in the center. Avoid overbaking as this can cause the filling to crack. The acidity of the key lime juice will react with the condensed milk and eggs to create a custard-like consistency as it bakes. Once the pie is baked, remove it from the oven and let it cool to room temperature. After cooling, refrigerate the pie for at least 3 hours or preferably overnight. Chilling allows the flavors to meld and the filling to fully set, resulting in a creamy and smooth texture. For an extra depth of flavor, make a whipped cream topping. Beat 1 cup of heavy cream with 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract until stiff peaks form. Spread the whipped cream over the chilled pie or pipe it in with decorative swirls. The sweet and creamy, airy whipped cream complements the tartness of the key lime filling beautifully. If desired, you can garnish the pie with additional key lime zest or thin lime slices for an added burst of color and flavor. A sprinkle of graham cracker crumbs on top also adds a A sprinkle of graham cracker crumbs on top also adds a pleasing crunch and reinforces the pie's crust flavor. Key lime pie is often served chilled, making it a refreshing treat, especially during warm weather. Its balance of tangy lime and sweet creaminess, along with the crunchy graham cracker crust, makes it a perfect ending to any meal. It is a versatile dessert that pairs well with a variety of main courses, from light salads to hearty grilled meats. Its simple ingredients and straightforward preparation yield a dessert that's both elegant and comforting. Whether you're serving it for a special occasion or as a sweet treat to enjoy anytime, key lime pie remains a timeless classic that will continue to delight dessert lovers everywhere. If you're liking this video, please follow or subscribe, hit the bell icon, share, like this video, and comment down below. Thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for more recipes that awaits. Or more adventures. I don't know, you'll go each way. See you in the next videos, my dear repeaters. Bye-bye to all of my repeaters. That is all from COOKreapEAT.